Welcome back to another video. My name is Gordon Frayne, and today we're joined by a very special guest. We've got Caspar Leuzinger, the CEO and co-founder of EchoPay, a project within the crypto space, making it super easy to onboard new users into the Web3 world. Caspar, it's great to have you.
Hi, Gordon. Thank you very much for having me here.
Awesome. Look, we've had a couple of conversations already, Caspar, and I've been diving deep into everything you're doing at EchoPay, but maybe just for people who are not familiar, could you give us a brief background, a little bit about yourself, but also about the inspiration behind EchoPay and what you guys are building?
So I've been in crypto since 2017, and I've always been fascinated about the space and the self-custodial part of having your money in your own pocket. And having that said, we always wanted to build apps that make it easier for people to empower them to also have this type of self-custody and not be reliable on centralized exchanges like Binance or Coinbase.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of emphasis put on self-custody when you get introduced to Bitcoin and crypto, and I think a lot of people, especially in the early stages, don't fully understand self-custody versus, storing your crypto on a centralized exchange. So could you maybe explain the difference again for people who are new to the space? Why is it important to have self-custody, and why is that different from using the likes of Coinbase or Binance and these other centralized exchanges?
Yeah. So I don't want to say that Coinbase or other centralized exchanges are bad, but many of us remember the fiasco that happened to FTX, and that many people say that this is crypto, that's the bad side of crypto, and all crypto is bad because of FTX. But at the end of the day, FTX was not fully crypto. It was a centralized exchange where they mishandled user funds, and that's possible with centralized exchanges when you don't rely on self-custody. And if you rely on someone else having custody over your coins, they can do whatever they want with your coins. And at the end of the day, that's the same how the banking system at the moment works. But there we have, of course, more regulation. But in this new world of crypto where there is so little regulation, self-custody is more important than ever.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. So you mentioned you've been in the crypto space since 2017. I mean, how are you feeling about the general trends in the market right now? What are you seeing? And then how are those trends informing what you guys are doing and building with EchoPay?
Yeah, so I would say since late summer last year, we've seen that memecoins had a massive run. They had a massive run in September, October, and also now this year with new celebrity coins and creator tokens that have been launched. And I think I was quite amazed that NFTs are not getting the recognition they once got in 2021. And I've come to the conclusion, or my temporary view of the market is that most probably meme coins will replace NFTs in the spotlight for the coming 18 months, so that many more celebrities will join the space, will launch their own tokens, and that's also how we are positioning us at EchoPay. So we want to make it super simple for everyone to buy meme coins, whether they are listed on the biggest exchanges or on the smallest decentralized exchanges. So we want to make the coins super available for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, when you look at the data, the meme coin narrative has been the best performing narrative this year so far. And I think it was the second best performing narrative in 2023. So that makes a lot of sense. And again, I'm just looking at your tagline there behind you, which is super simple crypto onboarding. Again, for those of us who've been in the space for a few years, one of the biggest challenges I think that we're still trying to overcome is the user experience for people who are not as technical to be able to use, Web3 wallets and get onboarded into this world of Web3, as we kind of bridge this gap from centralized social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, social media, Google, etc. So I know you're trying to make it as easy as possible for people to get onboarded. What are you guys doing, and what does that look like to literally make it as frictionless as possible to get people into Web3?
So we enable people to create their self-custodial wallet by logging in with Google or their own email or other providers that we also provide as login options. So when you click on login, after one click, you have your very own self-custodial wallet. And this self-custodial wallet allows you to hold your own coins. And then we make it also simple to purchase new coins. And you can pay with credit card or debit card. And then in the future, we also want to make it simpler by eliminating gas fees and making all transactions as frictionless as possible.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And then how does that work with the private key? Because I'm assuming there is a private key generated in the background. So, if I'm signing in with a Google account, does that mean that, the private key is being stored by you guys? Or how do I access the private key if I want to?
That's a very good question. So we have implemented the wallet system from Web3 out. And when you generate a new wallet, your seed phrase is divided into two parts. One part is stored on Web3 out servers, and one part is stored on the Taurus network. And they only can get matched together when you, with your own account, log in via Web3 out. And so it's way safer than storing your seed phrases with a screenshot on your mobile phone or somewhere on your device. Yeah, like this, we can ensure still safety, but also a user experience of Web 2.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Yeah, because I think traditionally when you're creating any type of wallet, whether it's MetaMask or a Coinbase wallet or a Trust wallet, you're getting those 12-word seed phrase generated for you. And like you said, most people just take a screenshot, which is definitely not safe, especially if you're putting significant amounts of funds into the wallet. So you guys are kind of doing two things there. You're making it even more seamless to create the wallet in the first place, and then also, securing the seed phrase by storing it in multiple locations. On the security side of things, is there anything else that you want to speak to? Because, again, self-custody and, being the custodian of your own private keys is one of the first things people learn about when they enter this space. So, yeah, what else are you guys doing to make sure that people's funds are safe?
Yeah, so as mentioned, we working with Web3 out. It's like they make it super simple to be self-custodial with your own funds. And we also work together with MoonPay. That's the industry standard for on-ramping and buying tokens. And putting those two things together makes it super powerful. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And there's not many more parts where things could go wrong. But we certainly always put the focus on securing everything as good as possible and making it also at the same time as easy as possible for the users.
Yeah, totally. So look, we've already mentioned a couple of the benefits of setting up the wallet and getting your seed phrase secured across multiple locations. But what other benefits do people have from using EchoPay versus using a traditional decentralized exchange like Uniswap or other platforms? Like what are you guys trying to do to get more users, and what advantages do people have?
So we like to compare ourselves to decentralized exchanges and centralized exchanges. So again, decentralized exchanges, we make it simpler from the user experience perspective, where we eliminate many barriers, technical barriers, such as finding the correct contract address, creating the wallet, and navigating through the networks. We have multiple networks to choose from, and oftentimes that's very overwhelming for newcomers. So yeah, we make it simpler on this aspect, but also against centralized exchanges, like mentioned before. We make the whole experience self-custodial. That means your keys, your wallet, your money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And on the network side of things that you just mentioned, you guys are mostly compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine and the corresponding network. So what, again, just put simply, what does that look like for users? Like what kind of chains and networks can they access via EchoPay? And, you know, some of their favorite tokens that we've talked about with different meme coins, you know, what do they have access to when they're using EchoPay?
Yeah, so right now we are focusing on Ethereum, Base, and Arbitrum, and we can easily integrate new L2s such as Optimism, Blast, Scroll, and so on. And that's on our timeline. But yeah, our main focus is on EVMs, but in the future we also want to add Solana and other chains such as Bitcoin, you know, with runes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so our roadmap is long. We have a lot of stuff on it. And at the moment, it's just about focusing our time on EVM, which is pretty established. And yeah, but we don't want to neglect the Solana ecosystem, which we also plan to add this year.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, in terms of that roadmap, it sounds like EVM is the main priority. And I think that makes sense because you've got access to a number of different chains there. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to ignore a lot of the stuff that's going on with Solana over the past few months. A lot of stuff in the Memecoin space, but there's just so much activity happening there. So yeah, what does the roadmap look like for the rest of this year? It sounds like Solana will be the next priority, and then yeah, what else is coming to EchoPay in the near future?
Definitely. Yeah, we want to add Solana because Solana is super fun. There are a lot of tokens on it. And yeah, many celebrities now get, or maybe almost most of the celebrities are joining via Solana. If we think of Iggy Azalea or all those other celebrity coins, they all come through Solana. But yeah, on our roadmap, we also have items such as we want to make it easy for users to create their own tokens, such as pump.fun, but again, without having to create a wallet and using the EchoPay wallet. Also, we want to make a complete gasless user experience. That means when you do a swap or a purchase on EchoPay, you will have no gas fees to be paid because either they are sponsored by us or we can eliminate them totally. Furthermore, in the very near term, we want to add tracking features to track your own portfolio to see how your coins are growing. And yeah, that's something that we're very focused on, because we know that everyone likes to have a good overview of their portfolio, and that's why we want to also provide that. Furthermore, we want to enable the easy sending of tokens so that you can send tokens to your friends that don't even have a crypto wallet yet via link. So you just send them a little link via Telegram or WhatsApp, and then they can access their keys through their tokens through EchoPay.
That would be awesome. Yeah, getting more people onboarded and just getting a message or an email to say that they've got crypto already in their wallet. It's a very incentivized way to get more people on board. So yeah, look, sounds like there's a lot of exciting stuff going on, and again, I'll be keeping an eye on everything you're doing. I've already used EchoPay, and we've talked about it on the channel. So yeah, I would urge everyone to go over and take a look. Give EchoPay a go. You can sign in with your Google account and get up and running in 20 seconds. So you guys have definitely made it easy, and you're living up to your tagline there for super simple crypto onboarding. So my final question before we wrap up is just an overrated, underrated question. So which crypto right now do you think is the most overrated, and which crypto do you think is the most underrated right now? And we're not going to hold you to this, and this is not financial advice for anyone watching, but just a fun question to round it up.
I haven't thought about overrated coins, and I think I would make more enemies than friends if I would say any overrated. But I honestly can't also think about any overrated coins. But yeah, underrated coins, I don't know. Yeah, again, the disclaimer, no financial advice, and I know better. But I like the communities of Turbo. They are super strong. Boop is underdog, but I believe like the most genuine meme from Arbitrum, and they really have huge potential. And yeah, Ethereum and Bitcoin in general.
Yeah.
I think in the next few months we'll see larger adoption from institutions. And just now I saw the trailer of GTA 6, and apparently they will have Bitcoin and Ethereum and USDT accepting there. So that's a very interesting evolvement. And yeah, just the crypto space in general. I think we went through the winter, and we will have the summer in front of us.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at an exciting point. I think there's still lots of upside. Of course, this is not financial advice, but for those of us who were here for the past couple of years, you can see the winter I think is over, and we're moving to summer, as you said. So
yeah, but I also think, like, if you speak about summer, you don't always need to speak about the prices. It's also about the development. Like, there's so much going on in crypto, so many people building cool stuff, and there are everyday new projects coming up, some of which are the next Uniswaps and will change the whole fabric of the industry. And yeah, that's why I love being in crypto and working here. It's very exciting.
Totally. Yeah, even seeing I think the price follows the adoption, but when you're looking at the on-chain analytics, you can see so much activity on Solana, on Ethereum, and the, daily active users has been picking up the past few months. So that's a signal that people are building stuff, and then there's people actually using it as well. So it's a very exciting time. And congratulations with everything you're doing at EchoPay. Again, people can check it out. I will leave a link in the description of this video so people can head on over and give it a go. Any final words you want to leave us with before we wrap up today, Caspar?
Yeah, very much. I appreciate the opportunity talking here with you. And it's super exciting to build EchoPay. And we're always open for community feedback. We also have a Telegram where you can join and leave feedback. And yeah, we'll most probably, if you have good feedback, we'll implement it.
Awesome. Yeah, it's always good to have a direct channel to the founders of any project. So yeah, people should give EchoPay a go, jump in the Telegram and give you guys some feedback. Thank you, Caspar.